Girl, hop in, roll down the window. We'll find us some good country radio. Drive down a dirt road till it ends.
And, you know, speaking, because we met a few years back, I think it was 2000, into 2009, beginning, or in 2010, and you know, when we would work those award shows, what was it like seeing those performers sing and be on those stages? What was that like for you?
Yeah, that was pretty neat, getting to work the award shows and seeing how that all went about behind the scenes, and seeing how much production goes into it, and then you're sitting there watching the biggest acts in country music up there, going, man, I want to do that. How can I do that? How do I get there? You know,
Yeah.
And just give you a lot of motivation to keep working hard and building your fan base, and it's kind of what it takes. You know, it's people with the most fans. Hopefully, at the end of the day, will end up winning. So
Yeah, and I mean, it just even thinking of the time when we worked, who would ever think that's how seat fillers? You know, I didn't even know seat fillers existed, and here we are coordinating them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
it's crazy, and it's funny because somebody sent me a tweet the other day. They were like, "Man, remember when you got FaceTime on CMT Awards?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, that was pretty
funny.
Yeah,
I
I thought I was
remember
king
that.
of the world right then.
I remember that. Mama
Yeah.
Stu was telling us about that. I was just, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, man, that was
Yeah,
crazy.
she was good. She'd strategically place you.
Oh, she's one of my, yes, I agree with you. She's one of my favorite people in this world.
Yeah.
She's such a advocate for the
Yeah.
people who are in her family.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. And now, you know, so we're at the awards now. When did you decide that you wanted to make singing a full-time job?
It was probably right then at, I always wanted to do it. I always wanted to make, even in college, I wanted to play music. I got hooked, you know, but I kept making excuses because that's not what people from, I mean, there's a lot of great music that's coming out of Indiana, but you don't think that you could make a career of it. So I was decent, I had decent grades, so I kept making excuses and failing classes so I didn't have to graduate. And so then once the Kenny Chesney thing happened, it gave me a little confidence to say, hey, this is really what I want to try. I want to do it. I don't want to have any regrets. And after that, we were straight ahead.
Straight ahead.
Yeah,
Oh my
guns
God.
blazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, and you know, your current EP, Right Where I Belong, is just rocking. You're seeing a lot of success from it.
Yeah, absolutely. We put that out in February of 14, and we got up to number 2, and only got beat by Cole Swindell. And so that was a really cool experience. And then we were very fortunate that iTunes put us up on the new and noteworthy page that they have there to promote the new music. So we got a lot of sales and gained a lot of new fans. One of the best things was Spotify.
I was just going to say Spotify.
They put us up on their big country playlist, and we've gotten over 2 million plays with Your Love's Like Country Music, and it's just like, wow. It's crazy. It's really crazy when you go show up in a new town and that you've never been to, and people are singing along, because we're not on the radio yet, all over the place. So that's really, really cool.
Well, and you're well on your way, and Spotify is, you know, a new radio. You know, I mean, yes, we have our country radio, which country radio is so important in that genre, but I mean, Spotify, 2 million, that's huge, because they were even saying, when I was researching on Spotify, 500,000 is considered to one radio station.
Really?
Yes, so I mean, you're growing quickly, and you're just rocking the world. So
I was pumped. I was like, wow, how did this happen? So I cannot wait to meet whoever put that on there. You're getting a big hug and a cheeseburger.
And a cheeseburger from
Good Stuff Eatery. And a shake.
And a shake. Well, and speaking of, so you're on the radio. When you heard your song for the first time, what did it feel like, and who'd you call?
Oh man, I still remember the first time that I heard it. We were filming a video for one of our songs called Shotgun Rider, and we were in a Camaro. We're driving down the road filming this thing, and is that because we've been listening to it all day. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're cranking it up, you know, and I'm sitting here calling my mom and my dad. I'm like, are you tune this station in right now? Hoosier Country 105 back in Bloomington, Indiana was playing it, so it was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I'll never forget it. Sometimes it's weird. You'll be driving down the road, and we're played a lot in Indiana and places in the Midwest, and you'll hear it, and it's still awesome. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
I crank it up every
Oh,
time. I roll the windows down. I'm like, that's me. Sometimes people think you're weird at a stoplight when you're waving, saying,
They have no idea what's going
yeah,
on.
they're like, why?
Turn it on,
They
turn it
run through the red light trying to get away from me. You know, you can't trust people these days.
You sure can't. No, you definitely can't.